What is going on, everybody? It is 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. I'm on my way to a movie set to make a movie where I don't get to die this time, but I am going to play a drummer in a rock and roll band. And that should be a lot of fun. But while I'm driving, I figured we would talk about what I think are the top 3 coins or tokens that are going to take us through the end of 2023 and which ones have a great opportunity for a giant move. And there's a lot of tokens out there that I really like. Among them, I'm a big maxi on Bencoin. I'm a big maxi on Volt. I've got my own token, Elon Muskrat baby. But there are tokens or coins that I think that by the end of 2023 could have phenomenal runs that might just kind of transcend. And the reason that I think this is because of real world application. I think that the market right now is suffering from a lack of retail investors. That means that derivatives and futures and speculation run rampant. So what projects are we going to move money from and into? And I think that if there's any kind of pump to be had, it's going to be from real world use cases. That will include some blockchains. That will include, let me just get into it. Number 1 is going to be XRP. Obviously, XRP is in the realm of the probable most widely adopted blockchain that there. XRP most likely will signal a bull run simply because this is one of the safest, most secure, quickest blockchains that specializes in finance and the transfer of assets from one business to another. It's super efficient. It's got clarity in the regulations from the United States. I don't think the appeal is going to have much impact on it, and we're already starting to see adoption from people. So it's only a matter of time right now before an entity like the US government, like world government, start to adopt XRP and add it into their ecosystem for the transfer of money. And I think that that's going to mean a huge run. Now, the problem and the reason that it's going to be the first one on the list is because it's already got a huge market cap. The market cap can only go so high. So in a bull run, full bull run, 24, 25, it's going to have a huge move. But it could shock us all because we got that little mini pump out of the clarity and the regulation clarity. But then we move on to now, and it looks like another pump could end up happening just out of nowhere. Another thing to point out is reports are coming out about how high the liquidity is in the market. And one thing that people love in crypto is high liquidity levels, because that means you can do a lot of trading and you can make a lot of money from it. So if that's the case, then XRP is going to be the one. Now the next one up is going to be Conflux. Conflux is a Chinese based blockchain, and it rose from, I think its launch price was 2 cents, rose up to 48 cents. DWF Labs bought about, I want to say $80 million worth of the tokens just recently, which of course caused people to get speculative and dunk on the price. And then of course it broke resistance at about 18 cents and quickly cascaded down to where it sits right about now at 12 cents. Now it's possible, not likely, but possible that it breaks down a little bit further. But what we're starting to do and what we needed to see out of Conflux was more widespread adoption by China. And what are we now seeing? We're starting to see rumors and we're starting to see proof that China is moving on crypto. They are starting to open up the doors more to crypto. And what better place than a Chinese-based blockchain to do this? So I think that Conflux is going to have a big moment very soon, and that we're probably going to see just a wild price action. And then the number 1 token, because of the low market cap. That's the reason that I'm bringing this one up. That's the reason that I want this one to be out there. And that is WAGM Games. Now, if you know me, you know that one of my friends is Scott Herman, and you know that Scott Herman is the chief marketing officer for WAGM Games, and they are about to launch WAGM Defense as the first of a series of games available on the Android Play Store and iOS App Store. And they are on that the next Crypto Gem show with George. We're all George, right? Layla Halpern, a couple of other people in the crypto industry, and I don't know how they did. They can't tell me, obviously, for obvious reasons, but I think they're going to fare pretty well no matter what. They did make it to the Final Four, and if you haven't tuned in every Friday, I think, for the new episodes of that show. But that being said, WAGM Defense is going to launch very, very shortly on those stores, and that's going to produce real world revenue. Now, full disclosure, I am a WAGM Genesis NFT holder. I hold multiple WAGM Genesis NFTs. That allows me to get revenue drawn from this project. So I do stand to make gains off of it. I am a holder in the project. Not a huge holder, by the way, but I think that they're going to have just a fantastic run very, very soon. It's clocking in right now at about 25 million market cap. I don't think that we're going to see a massive run to $1 billion market cap or anything like that. I told Scott that I think that, market valuation could end up at around 500 million, which is about 20x from where it is right now. But I don't think that can happen in this market, and I don't think that can happen until a WAGM MMO. Did I say too much? I don't know anything about it. I was just kidding. But I do think that there's going to be a WAGM MMO coming. I think that we're probably going to see a first-person shooter coming. It's set in the year 3022. There's a lot to like about WAGM Games. So if you check it out, the beta test is available. If you check all of these out, I won't leave the descriptions down below for each one of these, but check out WAGM Games and have fun. It's tower defense at its finest. If you've played any kind of a Clash Royale or anything like that, you're already familiar with the way that the game is designed, the way the game is set up, but it adds a few new elements that you haven't seen before, and a lot of fun. And you can jump right in. That's the ease of which you can do it. And if you go out and buy some WAGM Genesis NFTs, you get a share of the monthly profits from each one of these marketplaces, and that could end up being significant for WAGM Genesis NFTs. So those are the three I think that are gonna have these big moves. Now, I don't know how big the moves are. I think we've got downward pressure in the market for the next, I want to say, probably for another year. We're probably going to be seeing some downward pressure. We'll see the halving come. It's about 7 months away, I want to say, right now. So, possibly within 90 days of that, we get into a massive run. So let's call it less than a year, 10 months. But we got some downward pressure. We got some problems in the industry. We've got some liquidity issues, but retail is coming back. So that's what I think. XRP, Conflux, and WAGM Games through the end of this year. Now, what happens in 2024? I have no idea. Well, I do, because this is not financial advice. My name's Bleaves, and I am always right. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll talk to you again very, very soon.